Halo, apa kabar semuanya? Kembali lagi bersama saya Ripscarlet. Kali ini kita mau lanjut lagi main Baldur'S 3. Masih di Act 2 dan sekarang kita udah berada di Moonrise Tower. Ini suaranya kayaknya kegedean. Setting. Suara gimana kegedean tadi? Ya udah, langsung aja mari kita mulai, let's go. Down by the river. What the? Anjir, rendernya. Ini rendernya belum kelar. Kita menyamar ke anaknya nih. Menyamar aja. Enggak. Umban, tiefling, no. Gnome, bro. Strong bro. Mask strong bro. Wah, makalan. Oi. Kok nggak berubah? What the heck? Baru berubah. Gitu dong.
That's far enough.
Oi, Kak.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul?
Okay. Bisa berapa aja?
Impressive.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Zarel, fancy name. Let's put our best foot forward. Or is it best feet?
Praise the absolute.
Tadi diseprop semua. Aduh. Kan komenan kayak itu aja sampai diseprop, anjir, kacau. Sensitivity-nya terlalu gede kan. Aku atur dulu. Iya, jempol juga keolan. Aku mainnya tengah malam ini. Menyamar. Sama Karlap gak bisa ya. Tengah malam aja boleh, apalagi tengah lapangan. Bisa.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? Who better to suss out his like?
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be...
Zarel. Fancy name. Let's put our best foot forward. Or is it best feet?
Praise the absolute.
Praise the absolute.
The pride of the gate.
Praise the absolute. Get it?
Still breathing, despite everything.
There can be no doubt. This is the place.
The eye focuses on you, taking in every detail of your appearance.
Pas dong.
A spark glows within the heart of the construct. Someone or
Another true soul. The disciple wants to... Welcome, true soul. The disciple...
Soul.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minfara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
a blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
A new true soul come to share their wisdom?
We did as we were told. We're loyal to the Absolute. Tell him!
Silence!
True soul, you have seen these goblins at work, have you not? What say you?
Just kill them.
See? What I tell ya? Praise the Absolute.
Faith without action is anemic, sickly. In a word, useless. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish.
Not curtly.
Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, praise the absolute! And praise her true soul!
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn what fuels his power.
From this seat, Ketherick defied gods and raised an army for the Absolute. It is not particularly comfortable.
Oh, gracious one. It is a pleasure to be in your mighty sanctum.
Hey, true soul. Armies gathered outside. The general giving us marching orders. Just keen to get back to the gate is all. I want to be the first.
Seen the view out west from the terrace? That's the Absolute's power.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. Even you. Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No. Better yet. Show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. She sees the goblins walking free, and a burning rage fans across your mind like wildfire.
Explain yourself. Very pragmatic, but very boring. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this brain of yours.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palate. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith. There is a tremor of shared ecstasy as she finds a mirror to her own desire.
Perfect. You crave what all true souls should, to be touched by the Absolute. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along.
Aja,
The
ini di
closer
prison
you can
udah
get to the
kemarin.
General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Kemarin nggak ada ini. Iya, ini di Moonrise Tower aku.
Indeed. The Absolute's love for him has made him more than mortal. He is unstoppable.
You feel her presence in your head again. She grips your mind, squeezing until your vision blurs with pain.
The Absolute's blessings have far greater value than any price you could name. Be wise. Obey. There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there. Aid Balthazar if you can. And bring the relic home. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know. And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Everyone subscribe.
There's a room key di mana? Ya, harus bawa kill ya. Bawa kill. Batasan. Di bawah bawa Astarian. Bilang enggak, oh ya Karlak di bawah juga ya. Karlak di bawah. Di atas bawa aja. Nantilah.
The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. It closely resembles the disc that Lae'zel deciphered. This time, the symbols easily resolve into coherent words and sentences. The story of Orpheus further unfolds. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver. That his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon, Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this
asal
tale.
jangan ketahuan aja.
But beneath the roars, we hear whispers
penting jangan
carrying
ketahuan.
truth and prophecy.
Mau ambil
The
apa aja
Prince
bisa
of the
digimana.
Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. The chapter ends there. This disc might be of some interest to Lae'zel.
Slate looks like the other. Another story about the Githyanki brothers. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Well, hello. A crooked touch.
Let's move.
Poison of fuck of yourself. Siapa nyuruh poison? Poison of foe. Cek will aja.
A hero at heart.
Mananya hijau.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Bet that will fit in my pack.
Ada gak bang potion buat nambah strength gitu? Ada. Elixir apa tuh namanya? Baru gue lihat. Elixir. Ada nggak sini? Elixir of Strength Heal Giant ini. Itu nambah ini tuh, nambah strength. Baru mulai udah tiba-tiba ngantuk gitu.
That's curious.
That's curious. Permanen itu enggak sampai berapa lama ya? Long rest kan? Elixir tuh seingat aku long rest deh. Aku baru bangun bang, jadi sisa tidur. Aku belum tidur. Mana? Ya. Kesini ngapain aja? Nggak ada hikmahnya ini.
Let's get going.
Jauh dulu.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Gue mana lupa.
Keep your distance, darling. Oh, for a skeleton key.
Tak boleh terus.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Ada perubahan. Buku itu kemarin apa pengaruhnya? Sana ada pengaruh dah. Satu, really. Aku paling gak suka serangannya nanggung gitu anjir. satu juga. Ngelawak. Miss pula. Udah.
This is my time.
Sumpah nyari sisa satu semua. Ngelawak, Cok. Pada interrupted. Tetap. Oh iya, karena itu zombie ya. Baru tahu. Kalau zombie dia sisa satu kan lasitnya.
Watch this.
Ke dalam itu bawa Gil, ke bawah Karlak lagi, sampai ke Astarion. Gil aja yang diganti. Kita ganti Bel aja, Bel ganti Gil dulu. Di bawah butuh Karlak sama Astarion.
But Thorn, my father is somewhere, and lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination. Are you sure? The blade and just when...
Mana Gil?
What's on your mind? With pleasure.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Frost. Andaikan aku pakai magic frost ini.
This night song sounds like the source of Ketheric's immortality.
Curious name. It sounds more like a bird than a font of power.
Maybe we can turn it against Ketheric or destroy it.
A seat that has seen many occupants, none of their own volition, and none in comfort. Into the bench's rotted surface as strange, half-faded sigils. A magic circle of some kind, thick with darkness and decay.
A ritual circle. And a complex one at that. I've seen such a construction before in the writings of the Weave Pasha Raven, though his vision was not so tainted. I'd advise against it, in your case, at least. No disrespect intended, but this is not your typical magic. It's been mostly drained, but even now contains a powerful dose of shadow weave. The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements... Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern. And with a slight modification of the casting gesture, it might be able to wield the shadows instead of repelling them. Though, Mistress' eyes may be upon me. She'd forbid me dabbling with such magic. She'd want it destroyed. Wasted, arguably. Very well. Stand back, if you please.
It doesn't take much. The sigils fade, the circle's tainted magic dissolving harmlessly into the ether.
Not bad for a wizard who slept through his Kalashite lessons, eh? Did you feel that? If I wasn't surrounded on all sides by the darkness of the Shadow Curse lands, I'd think it was Mystra herself brushing against my skin. That's Mistra's power for you. Where there's even a trace of magic, she will be there to bring it to... There's clearly some magic in you if you were able to sense her presence. But I think she's left some tiny part of herself to watch over me, I think. A boon to help us reach the heart of the Absolute in one piece. Strange, though, that she would reward me for such a service now. She's hardly been forthcoming. Perhaps I'm overthinking things.
Blessing. Blessing apa dong?
Let me work my magic.
Oh, Kelas advance to concentration check. Oh, dia dapat buff ya. Oke dan Istra Benevolence. Lumayan. Oh, jadi kalau kita hilangin itu, ada 2 chest tuh. Mau bikin lantern 1 lagi. Tapi kita udah ada pixie blessing, jadi kayak nggak perlu dah. Atau kita hapus magicnya tadi, terus sigilnya dapat permanen buff namanya Mr. Benevolence. Dia dapat advantage concentration check. Bagus juga tuh untuk ngasih haste concentration tuh. Oke, good. Tapi kita nggak dapat itu, nggak dapat apa ini namanya? Lantern yang baru nggak dapat. Tapi nggak perlu deh.
No, never mind.
Ini baru tahu, aku tadi iseng aja nyoba kan. Nyuruh Gil, kira-kira chestnya Gil apa tuh, diapain. Ternyata dihapus sama dia. Kira nggak dapat apa-apa, ternyata dia dapat permanen buff itu sama si Mr. Benevolence tadi namanya. Aku baru tahu itu. Karakterku nggak dapet ya. Menarik sih. Udah lah. Itu permanen buff kan kayaknya. Ada tulisan permanen nggak sih tadi?
Yes.
Nggak ada tulisan permanen kan?
Never a dull moment.
Ini juga nggak ada tulisannya. Tapi kayak permanen buff dah itu tadi dapat. Nggak ada sama ini skillnya. Aku penasaran sih, coba kita load dulu. Dosnya tadi apa aja tadi? Kita yang main ke magic itu, atau guild, atau dia kita suruh hancurin. Nggak nyangka kita hancurin malah ini permanen buff.
The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements... Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern. And with a slight modification of the casting gesture, it might be able to wield the shadows instead of repelling them. Deal with it how? I hate to pull rank, but I was once Mistress Chosen. Destroying magic like this was... Oh, or did you wish to use it? I assure you, it's pointless. You'll have nothing more than a sore head and a very dissatisfied wizard to show for it.
Oh, nggak bisa kalau kita pakai arcana. Gak bisa dong. Nggak dapat apa kursi. Nggak dapat apa-apa. Oh gitu. Gila arcananya tinggi banget, wajar aja Gil bisa handle coba. Kalau kita suruh dia bikin lantern itu nggak enak sama Mistra ya. Memang cuma Gil yang bisa handle. Kalau nggak kita, kalau misalnya kita wizard, arcana intelligence-nya harus tinggi tuh.
The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements... Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern. And with a slight modification of the casting gesture, it might be able to wield the shadows instead of repelling them. Oh, or did you wish to use it? I assure you, it's point. Oh, charming. I hope the Shadow Weave was to blame for that little outburst of unwarranted discourtesy. If you think you know best, go right ahead. Some room then, if you please. Lovely day this, for now.
The circle's power remains, to be used or destroyed.
No one back home will ever believe this.
If Mistra were here, I don't think she'd be best pleased with me for doing that. She was always rather fond of pixies. Still, I'm sensing no signs of any divine retribution incoming. I'm quite sure what to make of that. A valid and most astutely observed. So long as I have her mission ahead of me, I suspect she'll not want to distract me with any undue May not be the most savory kind of magic, but it will taste sweet enough if it brings us to the heart of the Absolute in one piece. We're up against the greatest threat Faerun has ever faced. I don't mind getting my hand. Refusing to compromise my morals would be a rather selfish thing, given how many lives are at stake. Now come, best keep moving. Which way to the nearest library?
No one stopped me yet.
Salutations.
Magic guys.
No time to rest.
Quite ready for you.
You said a market. No.
Keep a blade close. At least things have stayed interesting.
Mana?
One with the weed.
Iya, blessing Mistra tadi nggak ada.
Looking ahead.
Oh, kita nggak pakai lanternnya, hilang. Harus dipegang. Oke dan. Kayak mending chest yang sebelumnya dah. Kita hancurin aja. Itu lumayan skill dapat blessing Mistra tadi. Dia dapat advantage buat concentration. Karena karakter kita good, kayaknya lebih baik. Iya dah. Lebih baik kita hancurin aja tadi. Aku baru tahu tuh kalau di kukira nggak dapat apa-apa kan kalau dihancurin itu tadi kan skillnya tadi. Ternyata skill dapat permanen buff. Menarik. Terkadang kita chest ini perlu kita tes juga kan, biar tahu impactnya dapat apa. Gitu. Kayaknya aku lagi coba-coba.
The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements. Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern, and with a slight modification of some room then, if you please.
It doesn't take much. The sigils fade, the circle's tainted magic dissolving harmlessly into the ether.
Not bad for a wizard who slept through his Kalashite lessons, eh? Did you feel that? I wasn't surrounded on all sides by the darkness of the shadow-cursed lands. I'd think it was Mistra herself brushing against my skin. That's Mistra's power for you. Where there's even a trace of magic, she will be there to bring it to life. There's clearly some magic in you if you were able to sense her presence. But I think I felt something stronger. She's left some tiny part of herself to watch over me, I think. A boon to help us reach the heart of the Absolute in one piece. Strange, though. Ah.
Such a curious artifact. Broken moon lantern catches your eye.
Simple.
Can't give up now. open up.
Don't burn yourself.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
All right. What now? Something good here. I hope.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more. Disciples Ra will give you a chance to earn that honor. I will not. Your fate is your own to choose. I have my duty. My duty.
Don't try giving up.
comes above. No! You fat... Shh! In what? Like...
This looks familiar. Is it the spot marked on that map?
Wanna dance?
What to do?
Your desire.
I've got a long road ahead.
Baru tahu pada treasure sih.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Let's move.
These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. Their name matters not, merely their demise. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Your mocking tone is a mistake. You're first and last. You clearly yearn for death. A wish I am happy to oblige. Sleep with one eye open. Furless one. Quiet, lest I...
I'm way too big.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? I've shown Barnabas a kinder way. A kinder name is only fitting. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. Praise her works, committed by the hands of her faithful. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good... What would you like him to do? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Like a rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No. Barnabas, darling. No!
Another parasite. Collect it.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood, and wants more. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Half dead and still a servant. My worst nightmare.
hesitation. I'll take that. What's hiding here?
Just a pinch of... Oh, is this hallucinogenic? Araj O'Blodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Please. You think someone in my line of work wouldn't recognize a vampire spawn when they see one? I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your vampiric friend.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry. You want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. That would explain the stench, yes. I've already had enough illithid filth in my head. I don't want it in my stomach as well.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hells.
Not to your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use. You haven't felt like prey in many moons, Raj. only he had gone further. Welcome back, true soul. Thankfully, I wasn't in it at the time. My cousins did like to boast about their view over the Claw Rift. And now their bones decorate the— Oh? Well, I'm afraid I have If you know of any other true souls willing to aid my research, though, do send them my way.
Saya suka. For this event, so.
Come back anytime.
Don't touch me.
Welcome back, true soul. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research,
You realize why the name rings familiar? House of Baldur'S among the many crimes tallied against them. Their reckless experimentation with illithid breeding stock.
No idea. We can learn exactly what that means together, hmm? Blessed by the absolute. The beings you speak of have no... Unless they are not the makers, but simply... So let me adjust my offer. Your blood and your silence. In exchange for the potions I mention, and a tidy pile of gold besides. Just a little prick, a little pain for a lot of gold. And... there we are. All of your very best traits.
Attention!
Araj, should you be interested, I have a particular... With one drop, I can brew a rather No idea. We can learn exactly what that means together, hmm? Just a little prick and a little pain. There we are.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Araj, should you be interested, I have a particular... With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, just a little pain. There we are.
Let's get going.
Dikasih duit sama dia. Acak.
Tremors. Like a child at her first Leotry.
She sees everything we are.
Over. Saving that.
I caught a glimpse of Ketherick and Zarel. Wouldn't have the gumption to...
Where do you hail? I heard you put in a good word for our mates. Heard a rumor some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists. Whoever it was, better pray the general doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a blood. Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts.
They say the general cannot die. Perhaps that will be...
I'm bound for the war camp. I'm no fighter, but perhaps she sees something I do not.
The disciple has returned upstairs, but perhaps she'll still see me.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. No doubt. Isn't for me to question them above me. I'm sure you know your business. I'll see they get all the help they need, true soul. And they'll need quite a bit.
Many hearts, one soul.
I've got the novices in hand, true soul. War camps, docks, plenty of work for those who serve her.
It's Roa you want. We only talk when you've misbehaved.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. They were a little more frothing at the mouth than faithful, true enough. Here, though, look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who draw their ire. Hmm? I'm not the one putting on an act, true soul. Though I'd mind how well you mouth your prayers. Spend enough time in this place, and you might just start to believe them. But look at me, preaching, when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade, true soul? An honor, true soul. Ever at your service. And this was funny when it...
I never learned the words.
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain flopping around. I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think
We are each of us threads in...
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. She's a half-devil. Impossible to read. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. Do you want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate, struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Maveri. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
Sure you will. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Whatever you need to tell. Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ongir. 8 years.
That's all?
That's all.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins out of the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can handle what I've got.
Brothers. Sister.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
With you while we live.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed. Can you hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
To stand this close to her power. I never thought I'd make it.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
At the ready. What a day. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Friends, right? All one under the absolute.
Don't bloody feel it all of a sudden.
Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. Yeah. They're deadweight. Not real believers, like us. Thank you, true soul. In her name.
Of many thoughts, one mind.
Right, pilgrims. You'll be scouting the perimeter of the war camp, looking for enemies.
But the shadows? It's death out there without a guide.
The shadows won't harm you, so long as you know your place in the Absolute's design.
Of course. Of course.
I've got the novices in hand, true soul. War camps, docks, plenty.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. Of course. A pity neither of us saw what happened. Nothing worth repeating. Corpses don't much go in for Look around. Quite a god to bring them all together. And quite a fool who'd draw their ire. Hmm?
More concerned that... So don't go kicking the hive while there's still some honey to be had. An honor, true soul.
Not afraid, hungry.
Well,
now there.
Didn't think to quiz her about her business. She came.
Soul coins, huh? This could come in handy.
Sure, for every.
Memorize the.
Didn't you want the coins or not? She, the scud.
Thanks, I guess. That.
I did my part. That means our business is done. Better hope you can.
Did you request this post too? Don't get chatty with the prisoners, mind you.
Conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your association with disciple Balthazar inspires respect.
You want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in.
Can't read bloody minds. Go on.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? Barkus is out here? Didn't think he had the stones. Well, if he sent you, you're no slave to the Absolute. You're a damn wolf among sheep, aren't you? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. We've got a plan, for us and the Tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for.
Don't speak to the prisoners.
spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to Disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side.
Your mind swirls with information about the prison. The small levers behind the warden's desk open every cell, while the larger one triggers the alarm. And interesting items confiscated from prisoners lie above the warden's office, just up the ladder.
If you are going to stare, kindly do it elsewhere. As I said, you are free to roam where you wish, but do not speak to the prisoners. My face might be bland, but yours? It is now He is chief advisor to General Ketherick, and one of the Absolute's favored. His necromancy is second only to the General's. It is an honor to serve him. A pity you're already failing, then. Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office above. Prison security is my highest priority. He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my care. Anyone who refutes the Absolute is an enemy of mine, true soul. You would do well to remember that. I am a busy woman, true soul. What is it? That makes sense, true. I am a busy woman, true soul. What is it? He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dreg. Indeed. That makes sense.
What the F? Tip of Viking. keras kan?
Time for a new approach.
Put him up.
Blood follows me everywhere.
What fools these mortals be. On my honor.
keras kan. Resisten semua. Jadi thunder.
Can't even catch my breath. One day I'll catch a break. May the gods take you first.
Roll in my favor.
Salah ini sebenarnya. Melon. Cek.
Another fight. Let's go. Shouldn't have made me your enemy. Light on my feet.
Shall we cut and run?
Are you fucking kidding?
Easy.
Let me recite their demise.
Salah.
Nothing important is ever easy.
My turn.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Udah kacau. Kacau urusan. Cah. Dari mana ya? Urutannya gak kayak gitu.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? General Ketherick's advisor went off on a field trip.
You'll find Zarel in the...
Zarel? Fancy name. Let's put our best...
Praise the Absolute.
There is a
ghastly thing.
All.
This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret
Another
of
true
the
soul.
Absolute.
The disciple will want to see you through the main doors.
The Absolute calls us all.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Welcome, true soul.
Bunch of the... Whoever it was, better...
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie.
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garrotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned. The fact that she knows where I am, where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. What did she want?
She came dressed as a novice. Gave me 3
soul coins, huh? This could come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a... For every coin...
Memorize...
Didn't you want the coins or not?
Thanks, I guess. He should have known.
Last...
That's all?
That's...
Well...
You got 3 soul coins after the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got better hope you can handle what...
The absolute...
Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Desarin Valley.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. Thank you, true soul. Right, pilgrims. You'll be scouting the perimeter of the war camp, looking for enemies.
The shadows? Is death out there without a guide?
The shadows won't harm you, so long as you know your place in the Absolute's design.
Of course. Of course.
A new face come to Bas... Of course. A pity neither of us saw what happened. Better to keep that quiet. Look around. Quite a god to bring them all together. And quite a fool who draw their ire. All who pass through here find their way to the Absolute. How painful the path is. But look at me, preaching. And when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade? True soul? An honor.
Shh. No. You've... Shh. In what... Like...
The treasure map pointed to this spot. I should keep my good eye peeled.
Soldier.
Sharp as ever.
Beda sih. sebelumnya sih bagus aja. Gacha juga.
These are fortunately for you, the Slytherin. It is a name I earned through bloodshed and death. Unfortunate fluffers, they call me. Idiots. I intend to. I braved, but this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Luck is not needed. Merely patience and a...
You now. How can I help you? That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite, praise her work. Barnabas, what would you like him to do? Oh.
You feel her?
No, Barnabas. We talked about this.
Now?
There's an illithid parasite in that.
All trace of... As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Araj Oblodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. I trade in blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent... No idea. We can learn exactly what that means together, hmm? Research, naturally. Just a little prick, and it's all over. There we are. All of your very best traits. Although perhaps there's one more. He's a vampire, no?
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute.
Oh, I'd prefer if you... I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Starian, but hold on.
Good.
I'm sorry. You want to be bitten?
To fill your... I'll even... It's not for sale.
I will have... I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you... Are you actually... Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I can't say. Drinking it wouldn't kill me.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Second.
Fine. Darling, I've had it. After all, who could resist? Hold.
Incredible. Not too... I feel like... It was everything. Welcome back, true soul. Oh? If you know of any other true souls willing to aid my research, though, do send them my way. come back.
Watch your back.
Welcome back, true soul. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. Research.
You realize why the name among the many crimes tallied against them. Their reckless experimentation.
No idea. We can learn exactly what that means together. Blessed by the absolute, but not blinded by it. The beings you speak of have no use for gods. And yet, unless they are not the makers, but simply the mean. So let me adjust my offer. Your blood and your silence. In exchange for the potions I mention, and a tidy pile of gold besides. Just a little pain. There we are.
What's the story?
Should you be interested, I have a particular... With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. No idea. We can learn exactly what that means together. Just a little pain. There we are.
What am I needed?
Should you be interested, I have a particular... With one drop, I can brew a... No idea. We can learn exactly what that means together. Just a little pain. There we are.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Damn thing in there.
Why? Because you're not meant to. True soul.
What's cooking?
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
I saw it, true soul. The army. They're nearly ready. It's nearly time. I'm trained as an assassin. When the call comes, I'll be ready. We march to Baldur's Gate. Us? I've never been to battle. Welcome back.
We did as we was told, General. Followed...
The facts suggest otherwise.
Us? No, it was...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to...
A new true soul come to share.
We did as we were told.
Silence!
True soul, you have seen these goblins at work, have you not? What say you? Alas, It's the best option we have.
Mercy, General! Please!
Kill them. Quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord.
Try again. Or better yet.
Of course not, my lord. You heard the general. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Do. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, crap! You're gonna enjoy this, ain't ya?
Down the hatch.
Let's turn someone inside out. Yes.
It's been a long day. I need to rest soon.
You're not the first. No feuding under the...
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed.
Even you, Disciples Realm?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No. Better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. tongues of psychic flame lap at the memory of the goblins dying by your hand.
I see you like to handle underlings physically. So do I. Plenty. But I hoped someone of your talents would be more ambitious. You came here to answer the Absolute's call. Let's see what you're made of.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith. There is a tremor of shared ecstasy.
Perfect. You crave what all true souls should. To be touched by the Absolute. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. She gave me everything I wanted. Why? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Indeed. The Absolute's love for him has made him more than mortal. He is unstoppable. There is a relic that General Thorm requires. The relic is beneath, but we have lost contact with him. Go there. Aid Balthazar. And I are hardly a surprise. We're protected here. It is something that General Thorm desires. Death would... Whatever has become of him. The shadow. Take one from Balthazar's... But don't pry.
It is not your time yet. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
You are already changed, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such Disciples' Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor.
Your tadpole grasps at nothing, but you've spent too long reading people not to see what's behind her eyes. Scorn, stark behind her mask of deference.
As you see, true soul, there is so much more for you. I have my duties, true soul.
So why are you here instead of out there? Oh, good. I love answering questions. It is something...
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
I am in awe of the power the relic must... General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. Whatever Balthazar is looking for, it's crucial to the war effort. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you. Death would not silence Balthazar for... Have I not been clear?
I have my due.
If you have coin, then show it. Took a liking to you, did she? Watch yourself. She breaks her toys once she's done with them. Get moving, will you?
The corpse remains silent. Corpse seems willing to speak.
XC, halo bang, halo juga. Aduh, sore ini XG dan MAJ. Kayaknya kita hari live streamingnya di sini. Aku ngantuk sekali, cer. Kalau gue juga sih tengah malam live streaming. Ya udah, nanti besok sore aja lah kita live streamingnya kalau ada waktu. Thank you semua yang udah nonton kita hari live streamingnya di sini. Sampai jumpa di episode selanjutnya. Bye bye.